Hi there. So we're going to do a beautiful message for you today. We're going to use the Gateway of Light activation by Kyle Gray. We're going to use the Sword of Light Oracle deck, and as well as some Rider-Waite. So let's start with our prayer. Let's ask the angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our energy for divine guidance, flow, abundance, and messages for our highest and greatest good. Let's ask Archangel Michael to assist us with transmuting energy from stagnant to flowing in abundance, from faith to knowingness, as energy is love, and so it is. Okay. All right, so usually before I come on, I check in. I go up and I check in. And so I ask almost every single time what deck to use. And, you know, I even ask, I'm like, is this a collective message or is this a message you want to work with me on? And so I ask for that guidance. I do that check-in. I go and I ground myself into Mother Earth and I work with my guides and I anchor in that divine wisdom and knowledge up through my chakras, up through my crown and my soul star energy. And so specifically regarding the Gateway of Light deck, you know, I said, you know, I feel like there's more information needed, more context needed at this time. They confirmed that for me. So when we get some of these cards, I'm actually going to read what's in the book because there's additional information needed for some of you and just general knowledge. Okay. I feel like there's some sort of like disclosure information that's needed at this time. So let's kind of go into that. Let me just activate these. Okay. Oops. I don't usually do lives because it's just a lot of energy for me. But I would like to like engage with you guys. So I think I might just like set up an event like on Zoom and invite you guys. So if you're interested, can you send me your emails? That would be great so that I can invite you to the Zoom and we all can kind of like just hang out for a little bit. Instead of like, you know, opening it up to the masses. I'd rather it kind of be our group, if you will, our collective. So if you're interested in that, send me your email. How do you send an email to me? If you go to KristenDuffy.com, there is an email button that you can click. And so you just like sending a message saying, hi, I'd like to be included is enough. And I'll get your email and I'll include you. And, you know, I'll try to come up with a couple different dates so that we can just hang out. And there'll be no charge. It's just for fun. Okay. If you want to donate to the channel, do that. Okay. That helps me when you donate to the channel, if that's something you want to do. You know, I'm going to use it to help with like buying other decks and stuff like that. So anyway, okay, let's get some messages, shall we? Okay. All right, I'll go over these in a second. Okay, so I got 6 cards, okay? So the one on the bottom of the deck, again, I say to my guys, my higher self, my spiritual team, you know, is the bottom of the deck relevant? And they're like, yes. I said, should I read this? They're like, yes. And so the bottom of the deck energy is the violet flame, okay? So this is Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release and radical transformation. Okay, so that's what we're all experiencing right now. It's kind of like the final push. And so let's get into some of this. We're going to read that first, and then we'll go into the other cards. This may be multiple parts. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Let's see what I'm kind of guided to do here, because it takes forever for me to upload a 40-minute video. All right, so Chamber of the Violet Flame talks about the violet flame is a spiritual retreat space that holds a powerful energy of transformation and transmutation. It can be visited in meditation and invoked through prayer and affirmation. So spiritually, it is seen within a chamber, often a giant roaring flame, and sometimes with silver and gold shining through the violet. When we connect with the violet flame, we're being given the opportunity to detach from lower vibrational experiences and turn darkness into light. So it's just amazing how these messages come out. So as we're going through what we're experiencing right now, it's really important for us to detach. And so doing meditation and kind of doing some invoking of the violet flame, this is going to help you kind of work through that detachment. Okay, so this is kind of like a practice that they want us to start doing if we're not already. Okay, there's a lot of great like violet flame YouTube videos out there, and they're even like just a couple minutes. So they're like a quick like spiritual practice to do every day or a couple days a week, or when you're kind of feeling like you're in the, like when you kind of feel like you were transmuting something. Okay, so very important to kind of like remember. This is the gateway of alchemy. All right, so alchemy is transmuting energy in this sense. Okay, alchemy has a much grander meaning than what I'm covering right now, but just for the sake of our conversation here, this is about transmuting energy, lower vibration into a higher vibration. So fear into love is an example of transmuting energy. So alchemy is the art of turning lead into gold. Okay, so we've heard that saying for eons. Okay, and so that's from like an energetic perspective. Okay, the violet flame is where we place all that is leaden and heavy in our life and turn it into a golden opportunity. So another point of view would be like transmuting pain into power. That is alchemy. Turning an experience into a growth opportunity is alchemy. So it's about using the tools that are at our disposal, and the violet flame is there to assist. So it's about calling on that violet flame for assistance, because it is available to all of us. Additionally, here's a way in which to connect. Visualize a fiery violet light streaming down from the heavens and washing over your entire life. Let's just take a minute to close our eyes. Envision the violet flame over our entire life and our being. Imagine a big fire pit, and the fire is roaring, and it's taking over the space, and you are engulfed energetically. You're mesmerized by this flame. I call upon the violet flame to help us transmute the energy from fear to love, from difficult experiences to growth and development. We ask for this for our highest and greatest good. That's how it is. Set the intention that you're willing to transmute all fear and experience light once more. Our intention is that we transmute all pain into power and fear into love. And so it is. All right. That be the violet flame. You can go do your own work on that. I mean, I kind of just was like winging it. So, all right. Halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. Okay. That's the next one, which is very exciting. Let's see here. Just saw the Emerald Tablet activation. That looks cool. Halls of Learning. This is probably like one of my favorite decks. All right. So the Halls of Learning talks about spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. The Halls of Learning, also sometimes known as the Great Halls, are an etheric retreat dedicated to spiritual knowledge. They are training space for all souls, including those on earth, spirit guides, and those between lives. They have been visited by many spiritual seekers, seers, and mediums over the years and have been described as a giant, somewhat gothic university building with marble flooring, spiral staircases, and tall bookcases. Some have said these halls are home to the Akashic, while others have wondered if they are connected to the halls of Amenti. I can confirm that these are actually two different retreats. Ultimately, this etheric retreat is an ancient mystery school, and it is particularly powerful for those who are opening up their psychic and clairvoyant abilities, which is many of you. And if this gateway comes to you often, it brings confirmation that your psychic gifts are strengthening. Also, if the idea of an ancient mystery school in the astral realm seems familiar, there's a good chance that you've been here during dream time or even between incarnations. These great halls are held within the heart of Source and are the projection of the divine's mind and infinite intelligence. When we visit them, we are connecting directly with the wisdom of Source. All right. So this is an opportunity for you to ask to go and visit the halls of learning, the Akashic as well, before meditating even, and asking your spirit guides if that's something that is in your best interest, okay? But it is available to you is kind of the point, all right? So let's look at the next one, which is Anunnaki light codes, all right? There's an energetic shift, new information, and ending of a cycle, okay? So might be picking that up. The Anunnaki are a race of cosmic light beings who have been coming to Earth since ancient times. The Sumerians and Babylonians acknowledged them as the deities who governed the space between the worlds. The divine leader of this incredible race is the goddess Ishtar, a powerful figure similar to the Egyptian goddess Isis. The Anunnaki have taken many forms throughout the ages. They have been angelic warrior-like quality and have appeared with wings, sometimes up to 4, and with an elongated heart and face similar to that of an eagle. When the Anunnaki appear, it's important to know that they are heavenly allies supporting our healing and our ascension. In the distant past, they visited the Atlantean civilization and helped those who were aligned with the spiritual path to ascend to the next dimension so that they could leave the wheel of karma, which is currently what we're experiencing, okay? They acted as divine judges, okay, deciding who could ascend and who had to be left behind for growth of their soul. You've heard about like the 51%, right? Kind of clearing karmic debt and trauma. That's why like there's such a huge focus on healing right now, so that our energetic bodies are 51% high vibration. Those who have abused their powers and have not honored the divine or valued the great gift of life they had been given had to remain for the cataclysmic ending of their civilization. For that reason, some people who have had Atlantean incarnations may fear the Anunnaki, but be assured that they are beings of infinite light working for Source. So there's a lot of different energies helping us right now. I mean, our whole entire planet is ascending right now, and so we are ascending with it. But we have to do work in order to transcend some of this energy and this experience. And so, you know, kind of part of what I'm doing is I'm helping you guys through processing trauma and releasing karmic debt, and kind of giving you kind of like the breadcrumbs in which we need to kind of traverse, right? It's kind of like, you know, there's a veil over us, so there's a lot of things that we don't see, we don't know, also understand, and then there's also that like amnesia, right? So I feel like some of us are earth guides here to kind of help some of you, all of us, kind of transcend a lot of this, okay? So I feel like this is just kind of like for your awareness. This is like a really big kind of, I don't know how to explain it in that sense. It's just a lot going on. There's a lot of different helpers. There's a lot of different energy. I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions shared about the Anunnaki as well. So I feel like some of this is to help clear that up. I feel like there's some videos floating around that kind of put the Anunnaki in a bad light. But here's the thing, like a lot of these energies, like these higher beings, some of them, they too want to ascend. And so it's almost like we all need to ascend together. So they have a mutual interest in us ascending, okay, including our planet. So also understanding some of that. All right, so the next card out is Pleiadian activation, confirmation burp, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. Okay, so let's see what the Pleiadian energy is. The Pleiades, also known as the Seven Sisters, is an open star cluster found in the northwest of the constellation Taurus. These bright blue luminous stars, okay, let's see on the card. All right. Which formed in the last 100 million years, are among the stars closest to Earth and are the cluster most obvious to the naked eye. It is for this reason that they have been connected to many spiritual traditions throughout the ages, right? Because they visit us quite a bit. And they help influence us and guide us along our path and journey, okay, over many lifetimes. This gateway transports us to space where we can witness the great coming together of the Pleiades. Each and every single star within the cluster is representative of a nation of divine beings. The Pleiadians are said to be human-like beings who honor the feminine and live in an advanced way that we on Earth could also experience if we were to accept and honor the holiness of the female body. If we were able to travel to the Pleiades in the third dimensional world, we would not find these beings. However, for they have transcended the physical state and operate on a higher vibration. So they are literally who we're modeling after. Okay, they have been through this process already, and so they are guiding us through this ascension. All right, their planet, their beings have all been through that and have transcended, okay, from the very dense material energy to a higher vibration, okay? So it's kind of like they're helping and guiding us, okay? So we've got Pleiadians helping us, we've got the Anunnaki helping us, we have the divine helping us. So just know that we are not alone in this whole journey of ours, which is pretty amazing. All right, so here is like a heart chakra card talking about higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love, and your heart is healed. Okay, so again, like this is where we hold so much of this energy vibration is in the heart, okay, and our emotional state. So they're going to be helping us to heal and strengthen that heart chakra, okay, which connects us energetically. Okay, there we go. The higher heart chakra is the most ascended form of the heart chakra. It's found in the center of the chest in the heart region and is seen clairvoyantly as a pink color. The reason that this energy center is pink is because it's the opposite and complementary of green, which is red with the white light of spirit through. Okay, this is a stargate of the heart. We have the potential to connect with divine love. Okay, the love that exists in all things and experience the heaven within. This card transports us to the higher heart space where we can recognize that love is not an external essence, but a light we hold within it. It has been there through every lifetime. When the higher heart becomes active, it's a recognition that the search for love has ended and the excavation of the heart has finally begun. So place your hand on your heart and affirm, I am love. Love is my truth. Love is my inheritance. I allow love to be my experience, and I am love. Okay. Beautiful. We have another Stargate. Okay. Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home and connecting to a soul family. See, look, it's already been 20 minutes. This is why I need star gathering. Where are you, star gathering? Here we are. There's something powerful about looking up into the midnight sky, seeing the vast openness. We recognize that we are part of something that is beyond our understanding. This card brings that feeling directly to us, that feeling of utter connectedness to the stars, where we fall in and out of the dream state and wonder about the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Star Gathering is a powerful card. It is the energy of home. Before we joined the cycle of life as a human being, we were part of the cosmos. And that feeling of being connected to the stars is a memory of what we were before. This card reminds us that we have star power and star potential. But we are not the only star in the world. For when we switch on our light, we attract more star energy and even our own star family. So this is really talking about like you're in a higher vibration and you're starting to attract others that are in a matching vibration, okay? Many of you could be attracting like soul family, soul tribe, even soulmate energy, even past life relationships that you might attract in this lifetime, okay? So just know that like your vibration is definitely going to kind of echo, right? It's going to echo back to you, mirror back to you, okay? Next we have Ancestral Realm. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? Gorgeous. Karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries. All right, so that's also part of what we're here to do, is to kind of like clear karmic debt, whether it's ours from a past life or it's our ancestors' karma. Some of us are chosen to come at this time, or we were volunteered to come and do this work. Sometimes, you know, it's a bit dense and it's very difficult to do, but I feel like many of you are doing this through your own experiences, okay? So let's get some advice on this. In every incarnation, we have been blessed to be part of a lineage that helps us live our life and embark on learning experiences. And for hundreds and even thousands of years, those who have walked the earth before us have prayed for a better life. We are an answer to those prayers. Even though they may no longer be on the physical plane, our ancestors are living through our choices and experiences. Okay, so they're seeing us live a better life than what they experienced. And so they are extremely proud and supportive. None of our ancestors had it perfect, okay? And neither do our parents, neither do we, okay? After all, they were human too. They made poor choices. They had mistaken views. Many of their intentions were honorable, and many were not. All of this is held within the ancestral lineage, and have many beliefs, ideas, and limitations that are outdated, fear-based, and even harmful. All these karmic energies can hold us back. But when someone decides to walk the spiritual path, which is you, whoever I'm talking to, whether they realize it or not, their life becomes an answer to their ancestors' prayers. When this card comes to you, your life is an answer to a great ancestral call. Okay? So this card initiates healing on all levels, okay? But particularly on the family line. There may be some ideas and beliefs in your family that you find limiting or negative. Know that they need not be your truth. You have the opportunity to go beyond the challenging energies of your family lineage. If you are in particularly challenging time or facing energies that are harsh and even overwhelming, the energy of your ancestors is with you now. They are here to hold a sacred and safe space so that you can rest. Your ancestors are surrounding you now. They are here to seek forgiveness for any harmful decisions that were made without full awareness and for any negative effects those are having on you now. If you have found that a particular family member has been difficult or a relationship has been negatively impacted because of situations or ideas that stem from the past, know that a great cleansing is taking place at this time. The ointment for the wound is the energy of forgiveness. This isn't about accepting what happened, as it was fine and okay and acceptable, but realizing that the energies of the past no longer govern your present, right? It's about choosing to create your own happiness and live from your own heart. Keep your boundaries strong, but be open to carving out a new path, right? So it's really about like understanding and having a high perspective on what's been experienced to date. But just because it's been experienced, right, by your parents, by maybe you in the past, or even your ancestors, that doesn't mean that it has to be repeated. So it's really about kind of being that observer and not absorbing and repeating. Because now in this place, in this moment, in this lifetime, you have the perspective of knowing different so that things can be different. And so you're being encouraged to be and do different because you have a higher wisdom and knowledge, right? And it's about healing what's been done to this point and not repeating it and doing it again because we know better, right? So I am going to end this video here. Okay, so I hope you have a great day. I mean, I did have 2 other decks that I was going to get to. Maybe I'll do those later. But I feel like this is a pretty heavy video. So I really want like you guys to watch it and just kind of like absorb it, process it. Okay, because it was a pretty important message. All right, y'all. Have a great day.